Cool, so let's deploy machine. Let's back out of this, or exit. Clear. Didn't actually need that run, so let's make the Kenobi.
It's a new vuln category. No one expected it, I guess.
Was it a new category? I don't know. It's still an injection, essentially, isn't it? Right, we are using VPN, so go away. And start machine. Oh, it's died. Okay. Got none answered so far, so walkthrough of exploiting a Linux machine, enumerating Samba shares, manipulate a vulnerable version of Pro FTPD and escalate privileges.
Yeah, but SCLI is also an injection with its specifics.
It wasn't SQLi though, wasn't it? It was Java. You're injecting an external class into this. So this room will cover accessing a Samba share, manipulating a vulnerable version of ProFTP, gaining initial access, escalate privileges to root via an SUID binary. Make sure you're connected. Yeah. Scan the machine with Nmap. How many ports are open? Scan. 6742. Do we need versions? Why not? 6. I love Ruscan, it's so much bloody faster. Like 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not right. Guessing it means those ones. So let's do 6. No. I'm counting correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Pretty sure you need Nmap.
That's 10.
It should reveal what you need to move forward.
Yeah, so does Ruscan. Ruscan does the Nmap scan as well. So let's do the Nmap anyway, see what that comes up, see if it is different. 42 -T. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's super cool.
Right, so it wants the Nmap output, but what's the difference? Because we found these lit, so it found the same ports. Why did it only count those ones? Oh no, sorry, that was my Ruscan. It's going to annoy me now unless I figure out what that difference was. No.
Just saying.
Yeah, I might need those tags later. Let's see. I want to figure out why my Ruscan was different. So we got 445, 22, 21, 80, 101, 139, 445, 20. Okay, so why didn't I find the NFS? Strange. Let's try it again. Right. I found it now. Maybe it wasn't up, like that service wasn't active when I did the scan. Cool. Okay, yeah, just
Because Rust Scan does the default Nmap scan you perform separately.
yeah, I've just done it again and it found it. So, yeah, just I'm thinking it was timing. Right, enumerating for shares. Samba is the standard Windows interoperability suite of
Boxes have
programs.
few resources.
Yes, especially if you're free, you're not paying for it, so I can't complain. So Samba allows users to access and use files, printers, and other commonly shared resources on a company's intranet or internet, often referred to as the network file system. Samba is based on the Common Client-Server Protocol of SMB. It's developed only for Windows. Without Samba, other computer platforms would be isolated from the Windows machines, even if they're part of the same network. Using Nmap, we can enumerate a machine for SMB shares. Nmap has the ability to run and automate a wide variety of networking tasks. There is a script to enumerate the shares, so let's copy that. And it's updated it for my IP, so that's good. Paste. So what have we got? Okay, so we've enumerated some shares, IPC, anonymous, print. So SMB has 2 ports, 445 and 139. 139 originally ran on NetBIOS using port 139. NetBIOS is the older transport layer that allows Windows computers to talk to each other. 445 is the later versions of SMB. Started using.
Life says,
What's cracking?
What's cracking? It's all good. We're running through Kenobi.
Musek says,
Web link.
I should probably shout out as well. Set voice. There you go.
Nightbot says,
You can change your TDS voice here. Web link.
So if you want to change your dialect, your region, there's a whole load of voices you can pick. So SMB that has 2 ports, that's the later one. Using the TCP stack allows SMB to work over the internet. So using the nmap commands above, how many shares were found? 3. Most distros of SMB client already installed. Let's inspect one of the shares. If we type SMB.
Tigora says,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. SMB clients. I can never remember
Nightbot
these.
says,
10 subscribers to go until we reach the goal of 15 and unlock new emote slots. Use those Prime subs if you have them.
Or don't. You don't have to. So SMB anonymous. That's going to get us to go into the anonymous share. Anonymous. We need the.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow. Cool. So it's anonymous login, or the only password I needed was my own one, so it is an anonymous share. Once you're connected, list the files on the share. What is the files you can see? So we can get.
Thank you
log.
for the subscription.
Oh, thank you for the sub. It's very kind. So log.txt. As you seen, they're putting the cost of Prime up now. It's going up like £1 a month here, so it's a good way to get some of that back. You just create a Twitch account, become an affiliate, and then just give yourself a sub every month. So you can recursively download the SMB share too. Submit the username password as nothing. So do we have to disconnect? Guessing so. So exit. SMB get. I haven't used this yet. I'll put the
Tigora
SMB.
says,
I just paid my yearly for that. Yay, it's gone up about $20.
Extortion. I think when does it go up? Like September time. So if your sub or your Amazon Prime runs out near September or like after September, it works out to cancel it early and then just subscribe again at the lower rate and then pay for the yearly. So I might do that. I need to check when mine runs out. I think it's probably like January or something dumb. So I'm going to get shafted with the higher price anyway. So IP 10, 10, 6, 7, 40. And then what I'm doing, the anonymous share again. Anonymous. So nothing. So we downloaded everything. Did it put it in my Kenobi box? Yeah, it did. Cool. So we can see it, I guess. Open the file on the share. There's a few interesting things found. Information generated for Kenobi when generating an SSH key for the user. Information about the ProFTP server. Where is that? Juicy information. Oh, we've gone right past it. There we go. So we get their SSH key.
Cat,
The,
grep FTP.
Oh, okay. I'm just reading it for now. It's here. Look, it's right there. Literally the top of the file. So we're getting an SSH key saved in this directory. We know what the RSAR is. What else we got? Pro standalone port 21. User group Kenobi. Allow overwrites on. Guessing we're going to have some kind of user account or something on there. Password. Okay. Okay, so it's just looking
This
at...
question is simply asking for the port, which you already have.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, let's look at the question, and then, yeah, 21. Submit. Okay. Your earlier Nmap port scan will have shown port 111 running the service RPC bind. This is just a server that converts remote procedure calls program number into a universal address. When the RPC service is started, it tells RPC bind the address at which it is listening, and the RPC program number is prepared to serve. In our case, port 111 is access to a network file system. Let's use Nmap to enumerate it. I wouldn't call this an easy box. This should be an informational because it's literally handing you all the commands. So we do that. What mount can we see? /var. So now we want to gain a foothold. So ProFTPD is a free open source FTP service compatible with Unix Windows. Also has been vulnerable in previous versions. Let's get the version of ProFTP. Use netcat to connect to the machine on the FTP port. So netcat 10.10.67.42 and 21. Oh, no. Reports to connect to. What's the... I'll do the other way around. I want it to listen. Version 21. 10.67. What? Oh, I swear I did that. No, I put -p. So is it just on its own? Of course. So we're on 135. We can use searchploit to find the exploits for the particular version. Searchploit is basically a command line search tool for exploitdb.com. So cancel that. Search exploit. Does this need to be run in MSF, or can we just do it? No, cool. So searchploit pro ftpd, and then what's the version? So I can just put it. Okay. So 1.3.5. Cool. So we've got that. Remote command execution.
Pro tip for these boxes: bind an environmental variable for the box's IP, export IP equals 10.10.67.42, then use $IP to reference it.
That's a good point. Yeah, I type it in. I'm an idiot. But yeah, I will try and do that more often. So how many exploits? 4. You should have found an exploit from the copy mod copy module. Well, there's 3. The mod copy module implements site cpfr and site cpto commands, which can be used to copy files directories from one place to another on the server. Any unauthenticated client can leverage these commands to copy files from any part of the file system to a chosen destination. We know that the FTP service is running as the Kenobi user from the file, and an SSH key was generated for that user.
Also, kettle-cooked sweet potato chips are delicious.
I've got some kettle chips in the kitchen actually. I might go treat myself after the stream. We don't call them chips here, they're crisps. Classic Englishisms. Alright, so we're going to copy Kenobi's private key using the site cpfr and site cpto command. Is it going to get us to actually do it? That's quite cool. So if I look at this, let's try. So if we do, well, reconnect to the netcat, so let's do that. Site cpfr /home/kenobi.ssh id rsa site cpto/var/temp /ID _RSA. Copy successful. We know that the var directory was a mount we could see, so we've now moved the Kenobi to the private key to that temp directory. If we mount...
Have you started keeping documentation for all of the boxes that you do?
Yes, so that was at the moment I've got like file or folders set up for each box, so anything I do goes in that. I mean, the stream itself is documentation, and then I write up the boxes afterwards, or at least I try to, and then I try and keep a copy of my autofills and just sort of make sure that I can type stuff and just have it trying to autofill most of it. I did want to look at actually writing some kind of scripting tool. I wanted to play around with Neo4j and get it to basically have like a hook into the MSF console and just have like a click on a node on the Neo4j and get it to trigger the payloads and stuff. I thought that'd be quite cool. Might do that at some point. So we need to disconnect from that again. Make dir inside this mount Kenobi NFS permission. Okay, sudo mount 10. This is what I should listen to and do that IP thing. 42 and then comma /var Kenobi NFS and sudo again. I can't find it. I done wrong. Space. Cool. So we've done that. ls-la mount Kenobi. Cool. So we can hook into that. We now have a network mount on our deployed machine. We can go var temp and get the private keys, log into Kenobi's account. So if we copy, where we got mount Kenobi var or temp, we're in var already. Temp ID RSA. We want to copy it to where we are. So we now have a network map. Oh, no, we've done that. And then what is the Kenobi user flag? So we need to SSH in. So sudo change mod 600 the RSA token. And then SSH-I IDRSA Kenobi 239. Sorry. Can do it. Oh, fucking typing in the fucking image. No, typing in again. This is why I should use your suggested IP thing. There we go. All right, yes. All right, that's got to have an obligatory. I've got a load of sound commands as well, so if you see me do anything, you can smash a thing.
Sound alert says.
You son
He
of
said
a...
play diamond for 0 bits.
Right, so it's telling us where the flag is, so just cat home Kenobi user txt. Da, 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 da. It's not in the usual TryHackMe format.
Tigora says.
Should do a shot every time we pawn a box.
Does it count if it's a walkthrough? It could get very messy. I think we should reserve that for the CTFs. Right, privilege ESC. So now we've got access, we can start looking for some SUID, SGID and sticky bit files that we can use to priv-esc. So the SUID bit can be dangerous because some binaries such as passwd need to be run with elevated privileges.
It's not zero sum, it's win-win.
So elevated privileges, it's resetting your password on the system. However, other custom files could have the other custom files could have that SUID bit set and lead to other sorts of issues. Search the system for the type of files that run the following. So we can do that. Wow. So we found a load of files that have the permission with the SUID bit set. What file?
Province is a good reference for sudo and SOT exploitation.
Yeah, good shout. I've got GTFO. I'm using this in some other rooms. And lol bins as well if you're on Windows. So the one that's going to get us to look at plus. We should have. We can use SU. Pass WD. Which file looks out of the ordinary? So we've got sudo. Guessing it's that. No, okay. What else we got? Could do what's CFHN menu? CHSH.
Menu looks weird to me.
But why? Why does it look weird? Yeah, got it. So we can. Why did that do that? So it can.
Because it isn't a typical /us or /bin binary executable you'd find in Linux.
Okay. What can we do? Status check. Oh god, I can't type today. Kernel version. So is this just some random binary then? It's not a generic thing. So we run the option. Okay, yeah, so it's telling us to. It's just me running ahead. Strings is a command on Linux. It looks for human readable strings on a binary. So we run strings menu. Strings, got to type the S. do the whole thing. Is it bin, user bin? User bin. Okay. There's all kinds of crap in here. Curl, localhost. Okay. Copied the bin shell. What's this doing? Okay, so status check actually does some complete fuckery. No, okay. This shows us the binary is running without a full path, not using user bin curl or user bin uname. As this file runs with the root privilege, we can manipulate a path to gain a root shell. Okay. So we're doing. Oh, okay. So the thing here is you're echoing the shell, like the binary, replacing whatever curl is, and then because this uses curl to do this check, instead of doing curl, it will do the bin shell. So bin shell.
Greater than simply creates a new file called curl.
Yeah. So rip curl, you've been overwritten. 777 curl export path equals temp. Path and user bin menu. Status check. And did jack shit. Oh, I'm not in temp, that's why. I cd temp. Is that right? Curl user temp. Or is it?
You need to move curl into TMP, then go there yourself.
Yeah, I thought it's not finding TMP. cd/TMP? Okay, there we go. Let's do it all again. Or I could just copy. Did I call it curl? To TMP. Really?
cp/curl/tmp.
Okay. Thank you. Right. So now we can go cd/tp. That's in there, and then we can do the menu. Or do we need to do the export path again? Maybe not. Yeah, cool. So, alright, so ID is root. So we copied the bin shell, called it curl, gave it the correct permission, put it in the location in our path. So that was what I fucked up. But I could have done it without the /temp then.
Congrats, you are G-root.
Groot. So yeah, we've got. So that's the bit I fucked up really. So that temp, this I could have just said, it was in the root, and it would have done it just fine. So, which is actually a version of user shell, which is as well as this file being run as root, it runs our shell as root. Sweet. What is the root flag? Again, it's telling us where all the flags are. It's not... Make me type find. There we go. Cool. That was an old room. 1057 days old. Terminate the box.